All right. I'm just gonna talk about the situation that just happened to me. I know I make videos about when I go through abuse and shit. Holy shit, I'm so fucking angry. I'm so angry. Okay. And earlier in the day, like a fucking hour ago or 2 hours ago, I made a video about how I was having an amazing day, and how I called the video, I don't know what I'm gonna title it yet, but blissing. Like I had social experiences. I walked Simon and trained him good, and so I went in Grandma's room and asked for paper clips. I asked for paper clips because I don't have any money. I don't have money to spend on myself and buy my own shit. I can't buy my own paper clips. Really, I have $60 in my bank account and I don't have any way of making money. So I asked that if she had any paper clips, and I eventually had to take the shelf that was out of her. I eventually looked in the shelf that was in her closet, and she told me she wanted me to take the shelf out and turn it around and then put it back in her closet, just because as a fucking favor. So I did. So I was, and the only reason I'm still talking to her in the slightest is because I still need her stuff from her. I still like her driving me places. She's the most likely family member to drive me anywhere, and she's not even fucking likely to do that ever. Took her like a week and a half or 2 weeks to drive me to Kohl's, and then we ended up not even getting the Kohl's. We ended up not even getting the clothes. And we did drive like 3 times. We ended up not, or like 2 times. 2 times, I think. We ended up not getting the clothes. And God, my grandmother and my grandfather are just the fucking most narcissistic assholes you would ever meet. And I'm not saying you would ever meet, but just are narcissistic assholes. Just fucking God. Ah! So I'm in her room, and I'm doing this favor for her, and I see a journal, and you know what? I see a journal, I read it. I read like the first couple sentences of the journal, and I see that it's a journal. Like I thought it was just empty. I don't know what it was, but I read the first couple sentences, and I saw that it was a journal. And I did try not to read too far. I only read like the first sentence or two to see that it was actually a journal. And all it said was like, this is like I don't usually stick to journals or whatever. Or I wrote a lot of journals. And then I took that off the shelf and I gave it to my grandma. And I thought to myself, like, okay, you know what? Even though she did all this shit, I'm doing this just this is just a pure moment. Like, I'm just doing this because I'm a good person, and you know what? I'm just gonna say, like, she should keep writing, because, and even though she doesn't deserve me to say that, she doesn't deserve me wanting what's best for her to keep writing and doing all that stuff. So, but you know what? Because I'm a good person, because I deserve to be that type of person. So I said, and because I do want what's best for her, like, really bad. Like, deep down, even though I try not to care too much, I do want what's best for her so fucking much, because that's how she fucking programmed me, because it was all her, and also just because it's just my grandma, but because of how she programmed me. She's never ever wrong. She's never wrong. So I gave her the journal. She was reading through it. And I said, like, hey, I didn't read past the first couple sentences, and you should start journaling again. And then I kept looking for paper clips in her shelf, and she opened it, read through a little bit of it, and then she like started laughing at herself, and she started reading out loud. She's like, hey, this is what she said, hey, this is like what I'm dealing with you. Oh my God. And then she read it, and it was saying like, it was just talking about how like horrible mom was when mom was my age, and it was talking about how much, you know, pain she put my grandma through, or just saying the whole journal entry was about how grandma is the victim and mom is just putting all the just causing trouble and causing problems for grandma. And and this hurts. It is fucking so fucking painful because I've been such a fucking suck up, and I've just been so, you know, I still have a relationship with her, even though I don't want a relationship with her in the slightest. In the fucking slightest, I don't want a relationship with her. Not in the slightest, and it's been that way for months and months and months, but I have to, because there's certain things that I thought I needed from her. And that, like, she's the most capable person of driving me around to places. She's the most capable to spend, like, a little bit of money here and there. And God, every time I talk to her, it's torture and it's abuse. And every time I talk with anybody else, it's torture and abuse. But with her too. With her, it just hurts in a different way. Because I'm always about how she always says I'm the bad guy and I'm causing trouble in her life, and everybody's causing trouble in her life. Such a fucking narcissist. And like, I'm like, and she's reading this journal and she's laughing. Because it's like because it's apparently what mom was doing, like but grandma's in the journal entry said like she thinks she knows all the answers, and she's running away, and she's causing so many problems in my life, and and grandma said it was from when mom was my age to up to like 21, and how she would run away to Reno or whatever and drive to Reno. And she said it was like what I'm going through, what's happening now with me. And then grandpa said, "Oh no, it's actually worse. It's actually worse, or it's actually more. You're more extreme." And I was like, "Oh, I'm more extreme." And now I'm so fucking angry at this point. But I just say, I don't say that I'm angry. I say, "Oh, really?" And I'm deep down, my blood is boiling, out of anger, sadness, fucking betrayal, with how much grandma is she's laughing as she's reading this, just about her, probably her daughter, who she fucking probably tortured so fucking much with her extreme narcissism. And then that daughter that she tortured as when she was little all the way to an adult is now the person who has tortured me when I was little all the way till I am now. So and grandpa said, "But you're more extreme." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And grandpa said, "Yeah, at least I don't even talk. You can't even let me talk to you. I can at least boo her." Like he said, I can at least boo her. I can at least boo her. I can at least boo my daughter. Because every time grandpa and my mom talk, it is 90% an argument or some type of thing like that, with screaming, "Bitch, you're a fucking bitch. What the fuck did I do, you fucking bitch?" Or some horrible, just, I don't, these people just love arguing, just love it. It's like it turns them on. It's like it fucking sexually, like, they love it. They love it. They love being malicious. But they actually know, because grandma and grandpa, the worst part about this whole thing is that there was not a front getting put on. There was not a front. It wasn't even made to be malicious. I could tell, especially because my grandma is just fucking so retarded. It was genuine. Everything they were saying was genuine. It was genuine. Their reactions were genuine. That's what makes it hurt so much, because they weren't really saying it to hurt me. At least grandma wasn't saying it to hurt me. It was genuinely because of how she felt. She felt that I was a problem on her. She felt that I was, and like saying it now, like it sounds like, oh, of course, that's what you've been dealing with all your life. But the way she just laughed when she brought up how apparently mom at my age was doing the same thing that I'm doing or something similar, trying to leave the house and stuff, and how she was being difficult, and my grandpa is saying, no, you're actually worse. At least I could boo her, or at least I can boo her. And grandpa's smiling as well when he says that. At least I can boo her. And the whole time grandma is just telling me like I'm a problem with her, and I don't appreciate her enough. Can I turn this fan off? I'm turning this fan off. I'm so fucking angry. That fucked my mood. That just I was so happy. I was so fucking happy. I wanted goals. I can't even express how much fucking anger I'm in, and how much anger I was in, and how different this is, this feeling, this fucking, I can't tell you the pain of how different this is compared to how I was earlier. And it's just like, it was like that. And it kept going on. It kept getting more and more. And I was like, and at this point I'm angry, and I say calmly, I say, you know, and grandma keeps telling what she wrote in the journal, just a fucking horrible shit, just classic textbook, extremely narcissistic shit. Not giving a shit about mom and what in the journal entry, not giving it, just classic narcissism. Mom is the bad one, and whatever. And I say, you know what that is? That's generational curses. That's generational abuse through the generations. And they both of them burst out laughing. They burst out laughing, and they're like, you know, you're so fucking hard to deal with, or some shit like it. And grandma is like with her fucking elephant. I like to call it elephant voice, because she has the voice of a fucking, like, not, and this is not even about her weight. It's like she talks like she sounds like an elephant, and it is like the most traumatic, especially when she's angry or yelling. It's the most, just like so traumatic for me, because she sounds like when an elephant, like the classic elephant noise, and that's how she like just talks normally. And God, it's just so, and she's just saying like how she's saying you put, no, it's how much you she said like how much you kids put me through and are still putting me through, or just like, it sucks, because no, the main thing is that I don't even want to be here in that room. I wouldn't be in that room if it wasn't for what I need. The paperclip, yeah, sure, but I wouldn't even be talking. And my fucking nose. But no, and honestly, if I would have already been, the ship would have already sailed if I didn't need grandma and grandpa and anybody else for anything. I would never come in the house ever again, except for like something, like fucking every couple months for like food or something. I would never come in the house again. I would never come in for no fucking paperclip or nothing. But I'm still like, I'm like in the phases of moving more into the garage. I'm more like talking to them, and I need to somehow build the somehow. They always find something wrong, but I need to build the relationship up somehow. And if they're I am just imagining them watching this video, just being like, just laughing at the screen, just like actually laughing authentically, like, because they're just like, oh my God, look at him, he's so fucking, you know, he really thinks that we're the bad guys, because oh my God. I wouldn't be in that room. And I definitely wouldn't be talking to them, trying to ask if I can take Simon to the vet or whatever, or ask if I could, whatever the fuck. I would not, or wait around for her to tell me what she wrote in her fucking journal. I was only doing it, I believe, because because I was trying to find the paper clips and stuff, but because the other reason why I even waited for her to say what she wanted to talk about in the fucking journal was because I didn't want to leave or and like mess up the relationship and have her definitely not take me anywhere, definitely not take me to drive me to the vet or anywhere, or to get me clothes or anything that I need. I wouldn't be doing that if I didn't need or really like that. She was like the main person that I thought could drive me places and spend a little bit of money on me, and she was the only person that had like maybe could sign things because she's my grandmother. Oh my god, dude, it's just, oh my god, dude. There's so much other shit that happened. Yeah, there's other shit. Like then I asked about getting Simon to the vet, and they both just and I asked if grandma could take Simon to the vet tomorrow because there's a free thing, and apparently I talked to my neighbor. Apparently you can get a checkup or something for free. It's not really the vet. It's like the animal shelter. Like it's a 15-minute drive, and grandma said, "No, it's Christmas. It's Christmas," and she interrupted me. She said, "No, it's Christmas," and I said, "Don't interrupt me." And because I forgot it was Christmas, because I'm not getting any Christmas presents, and I'm not getting any Christmas shit, and I'm not, and they're eating at their fucking at my cousin's house, who's also a fucking abusive and fucking enablers. Jesus Christ, this shit is so retarded. Oh my god, and dude, dude. And I keep trying to say what I'm trying to say about the vet. They keep getting interrupted. I say, "Don't interrupt me." And grandma just looks at me like, "Oh my god, who this kid? I can interrupt this kid whenever the fuck I want. Who does this kid think he is?" Just smiling at me, you know. When I just say, "Don't interrupt me," and it's not like I yell it or anything. I just say, don't interrupt me." And I think the first time I even said, "Please don't interrupt me." And I say like, "No, it's a free thing." And then my grandpa says, "Well, no, we gotta say we just found him, or whatever. We gotta say," and then I say, "No, it's a free thing," and he says, "No, okay, fine. You want to pay for it? You want to get scammed for shots, or you want to get that you want to we don't have any money. You use your own damn money." And he keeps fucking talking while he leaves the room under his breath, but just talking shit. And then grandma says like, "Oh, you guys, you're so fucking hard. You're so fucking hard to deal with," or whatever. It's just like, and I'm not even explaining it because I'm so low on energy. Like, I was so fucking happy. And it sucks because I was so happy. I was so fucking happy. I was so happy. I was so happy. Happiest I've been in fucking, like, years. No, not years. Yeah, maybe years. Maybe. Like, this morning, and I made the video, and now I'm like the fucking angriest I've been in a long time. And it's so close to getting physical, dude. It's so close, and I felt it. I'm so close to snapping. I'm so close to just killing them. Actually killing them. I am so close, or at least tearing the room up. And if I tear the room up, then my mom's going to call the cops on me, probably. Because when I teared my sister's room up, my mom almost called the cops on me, or said she was, if I didn't leave the house. If I tear their room up, she's probably going to call the cops on me. And that's going to make this whole situation worse. With me living in the garage and everything. And I'm just so, I felt it. I just felt it coming up. I felt like I was going to fucking snap and just throw the TV or do something. And I threatened grandpa like yesterday, like, "You're lucky I don't get physical on you." Cause he was just disrespecting me and just fucking being horrible. And I was like, "You know what? You're lucky I don't get physical on you." Or I did something like that. I said something like that. And it's like, and he just said, "Oh, you look, I don't get physical on you, you fucking punk," or something like that. And it's like, it's just, I'm so much closer to killing them than I've ever been in my life. Like, legitimately, I have this sensation. Like, am I actually gonna kill them? No, probably not. But I don't know, because when I was in that situation, I had that fucking, like, a sensation, like, rising in my body, like like a fucking. I wanted to just fucking end their lives. I wanted to kill them. Like, there's a part of me that wanted to kill them. And if I'm probably max I'm gonna do is hit them. But I might just. But I wrote this in my journal, because I wrote this story in detail, in more detail, in my journal, like, after it happened. And as I was writing, I was slapping my hands and fucking scribbling on the journal and slamming my fist on the journal, because of how fucking angry I was, and doing this with my head. And I'm not, and whatever I'm saying, I don't know what I sounded like. It doesn't give the fucking justice of just how horrible what they said and what they just did. It's just, it's and on top of that, because I didn't move the shelf back in, which is a favor they wanted me to do for them, and I did, and I was about to do for them. And I moved the shelf out, and I was going to turn it around and move it back in for them, so they could more easily get to it. I ended up leaving before I could do that, because I was just so angry, and I'm not going to do favors like that for them. And now they're fucking probably angry at me. And now they're even more fucking angry at me. And now that was a net negative, just because I didn't even find, I got a clear thing that I could use as a paper clip for something. And now I'm so tired, like, that drained all my energy that I had. Jesus. And you know what's crazy? It was like a sunny day, such a good day. As soon as that happened, I look outside the window, as Grandma is, like, saying all this abuse to me. I look outside the window. It is storming. Storming, the worst rain I've seen possibly all year. Storming, lightning and storming and hail and just ocean. I look outside the window, and because earlier it was completely sunny, no wind or very little wind. I was walking my dog like an hour ago, or an hour, or maybe even like less than that, or maybe max 2 hours ago. No, not even max 2 hours ago. Max like an hour and a half ago. It was completely sunny, or not completely sunny, completely no rain. It was sunny with some clouds, the best weather I've seen in a long time. Vibrant. And then all of a sudden, when Grandma started doing that shit, and I got it, and it started turning into something, I looked outside the window, and it was pouring and lightning and pouring rain. I'm getting close to murdering my fucking family. Like, I'm getting close to that. And I'm just getting close to that. Like, it's something that is, it's a feeling I've had that is just, if things keep going wrong, I'm either going to kill myself or I'm going to kill my family. And or both. Like, and I don't want to do either. It's like, but this is how urgent this shit is. Like, I need to do this shit. But so much of it is of that I need their help with. So I need to not only keep a relationship somewhat, but try to build it as well, which is fucking, oh my God. I am close to crashing out, dude. I'm actually close to crashing out. Like, and it hurts that I was so fucking happy. I was so happy. The happiest I've been in so long. And now I'm just, oh my God. My God, dude. It's like God, like, why? Why, dude? Maybe it's because like I had an amazingly high moment and now I'm having a super low moment, and it's like telling me like highs with the lows, you know, opposite force, whatever, equal opposite force or some shit. This shit is so fucking retarded, dude. And I'm just so fucking tired now all of a sudden. So I blocked their numbers. I for their safety, and my safety, and my future, and their future, I'm going to try not to speak with them, not to communicate with them for very little, because I'm going to end up murdering them or killing myself eventually if things keep going wrong, and if I'm not able to, if I don't complete the goals, or if I get abused extremely, or if Simon gets killed, it's there's the chances are amping up, and I need to just remove any interactions that I can have with them as possible. I don't know what that means for getting my fucking permit. All I need them is just to fucking drive me to get the written test done. I pay like, I don't even know how long. I don't even know. I think it's like $45 or something, but like it's a 15-minute fucking drive. Just drive me to get my permit, dude, or just to get my written test. That's all, dude. And then just this getting Simon to the fucking a 15-minute drive. Jesus Christ. Like I'm just going to have to ask my friend's parents to do this, to drive me. This is insane. It's like, but I always got options. There's always things I can do. There's always ways to go forward. But I'm with how this is like a new type of bad. Like, this is a bad that I don't ever remember having, and if I do have had it before, I probably had stuff like this before, but I've just blocked it out of my memory so much, or whatever. This is like I feel it in my fucking nervous system or some shit. I feel it in my back or something. Like, it's like I am going to murder my grandparents, my mother. Like, I'm close, dude. I'm close. And it's something that I obviously am never going to do, like, calculate. But if something happens in my emotions and I get abused so extremely, I get like, it's like the sensation in my, and it's just fucking, it builds up, and I'm afraid that I'm going to snap. I'm afraid that I'm going to lash out and tear the fucking room apart, or be physical with somebody. And if I get to that point, I don't know how much farther I'm going to get. But even if I tear the room up or throw something, Mom might call the cops and get me out of here and get me to jail or some shit. I don't really, I'm not sure what to do. God, I just want to be happy like that I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy like I was before this whole fucking situation. You know what? I've learned a lesson, though. This is a lesson I've learned. I'm actually finally cutting off my fucking grandparents. I'm actually finally cutting those motherfuckers off. I blocked their numbers. They're not going to be no fucking, it's not going to be no fucking, I'm never going to help them out of their car or truck. I'm never going to do any shit for them. The only thing I'm going to do, I need fucking money. I need money for things that are not for me, not for food or for whatever the fuck. I need money for my fucking, for Simon, and I need money to bribe my my family members is going to have to come down to me bribing my family members to drive me places, and it's going to have to come down to me bribing my mother to take me to sign and pay for and to take me and sign the form for the written test or whatever. I'm going to have to pay my mother, pay my family members if they need to sign anything or do anything or whatever the fuck. I need money for real shit, or things are going to get extremely dire. And there's a chance every fucking day. Every day there's a chance of my dog dying. And every day there's a chance of me fucking dying, just still being here. God, dude. But I'm like, I need money. I don't know how I need to get a job or something, and then, but like my mental health is so fucked up that like I can't even, like, how am I supposed to get a job when I'm like this, and when my situation is like this? I gotta complete the fucking moving fully in the Blazer. I'm so tired now, dude. I'm so tired. And I've been drinking coffee in this video too, and I'm so tired. It's like that. It's like they're, dude. I'm saying that was like spiritual, man. That was spiritual because that had just had to happen. Not only the rain and the thunder and the extreme rain and thunder, it happened after one of my favorite moments that I've having memories. That this morning, when I walked outside, I made the video. Oh my God. It happened after that. I don't know what, like, and you know what? I gotta say thank you, man, because what it did do is it's forcing me to finally accept that I need to cut off my grandparents. And it sucks because I'm still need them to drive me places probably. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. I still... And I need people to fucking probably sign off on shit. But there are things to do, places to go, like online and everything, like youth legal help, where I can... Matter of fact, I should call one of those numbers if they're still open. Youth legal help and getting there's ways I can get my own documents and paperwork and get my own work, stuff like that. There's ways to do it. But it's no longer an option of just trying to keep a good or keep a somewhat decent or keep a passable relationship with grandparents until just so that they can drive me to get me clothes that I need, or get me to drive me to get a 15-minute drive every 2 weeks. Meanwhile, she's paying for like a portion of the Christmas dinner that she's going to go to my uncle's house and pay for the portion of the dinner. Plus, it's like she's almost definitely driving, and she's driving like 25 to 30 minutes, and that gas. And she's saying the reason she probably is not or maybe is not taking Simon tomorrow or the day after tomorrow is because she doesn't have money for gas. Like, I don't know. I should have accepted this a long time ago. Should have accepted something like this. It's no more. And hopefully this is a wake-up call. Hopefully I actually stop trying to do something. But I felt like it was one of the only options I had, because like, it's like, God. And asking my friends' parents for help is so fucking, I'm so socially anxious. And it's like, oh God, I'm just, like, I don't, like, so low motivation. I still need to finish the fucking cleaning the Blazer and the garage out and doing all that shit. I gotta find ways to do it or do most of it myself, or with bribing people, or with other people friends' parents driving me or something. It's gonna have to be my friends' parents driving me to get the fucking Simon to the place. I'm gonna have to ask one of my friends' parents. I'm gonna have to ask one of my friends' parents if they could fucking probably pay for something, or pay for, or take me to do my written, or do the written test. But then I need to find out. I guess should call the. Yeah. I'm so tired. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna take like maybe sleep, or I'm gonna try to take a power nap. And what I do in a power nap is and this is like something I did last night, kind of. I put my feet in the steering wheel so that my feet went into the dashboard. My feet went through this hole in the steering wheel into the dashboard. And then I put the seat all the way down. So then my feet were basically like this. And then I had my back was like flat. I looked it up, and apparently that was a good napping technique, or like or like sleeping technique or whatever, because that, or something, and it actually worked. Like it actually I was pretty energized today, and I didn't get much sleep at all. So I might do that again right now or something like that. It's no I need to make money, dude. I guess I'm gonna just, but it's like, I get it really is all going to start with the fucking garage, getting the garage cleaned out and getting the Blazer. I'm like, oh, I'm so close to being done with the Blazer. There's still one thing I need from Grandma, but I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna have to talk to her again, dude. I'm probably gonna shut off the camera and talk to her again, because I'm gonna try to ask her if she has the Blazer key, because if she has a Blazer key, then I can lock it from the outside, and also Mom doesn't have a key to get into the Blazer when I'm in here, or out of here. So I think I might have seen the Blazer key with Grandma, or in Grandma's like treasure thing or whatever. So I'm gonna have to talk to her again, dude. But like I said, I think this all really, like, there's a lot of things that are happening, and I think the way to progress is it starts with completing, or mostly completing, the Blazer goals and the garage goals of cleaning out this area of the garage and the Blazer, and making it so I can actually live in here. When I finish that, and I set everything up so I can actually live in the garage without ever coming inside for like months or a month, then that's what's really going to build up my mental health. Because then I'm not going to even have to come inside or talk with anybody. Then I can way more easily do other things like this, like make money in the Simon Vet, and then whatever. Depop, I'm gonna try Depop I don't even know. I've been saying I want to do it forever, but then I never get around to it. haven't been doing my habit trackers and my habits. I freaking ran out I ran out of a lot of the supplements, or at least iron and maybe vitamin D and creatine. I have in like a little bit like and left in like this little storage pouch thing. But I haven't been taking that for like weeks. So I went from taking zinc, mag, creatine, vitamin D, and zinc, mag, creatine, and vitamin D. And then I used to take iron, but I ran out of that. And now I'm not taking all of those, and so I went from taking zinc, mag, creatine, iron every day for like weeks straight or more, and now I'm not taking any of those, and now I'm not doing any of those habits that were on the habit tracker, and now I'm staying up late, and my sleep schedule is way more worse, way more questionable, even though staying up all night and that type of stuff does make it so I end up doing more like bigger goals, but the daily goals suffer, and I haven't written down my habits or my task trackers in I think like almost 10 days. So I haven't been taking supplements. I don't have money for supplements, and I'm running out, and they're not going to pay for it. But what it's going to have to boil down to is me doing the Blazer goals, doing the garage goals, and just living in here and just cutting everybody off as much as I can. However, I'm going to go back inside and talk with grandma and grandpa or whatever, because I do need the Blazer key, or I don't need it, but I really, really want the Blazer key, because if they have that, that is a godsend to me, because then because then mom can't get into the Blazer for the most part, probably, unless she has another key, or she uses the thing, like the things that we open the other car with, the fucking whatever the fuck that opens car doors, unless she uses that, or she has another key that I whatever. I need the Blazer key. I really want the Blazer key. So I'm gonna ask, and I remember maybe seeing it in grandma's things. I'm gonna ask grandma about it. I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna move the shelf in and whatever. Oh fuck, dude. Cause I just want to get I want to get the Blazer key done, because I want this to be one of the last times I interact with grandma for a long time. So I just want to get the Blazer key done. Ask her if she has it. Look for it in her room, real quick. So yeah, I mean, if I don't update this video, man, I love you so much. Have an amazing life, death, and afterlife. Bye bye. This is just what happened. Love you, but man, there's that layer of hopefulness and excitement, of just like, it's so painful, but you know what, if I get out of this, who knows how awesome it will be, because of how painful it is now. Love you so much. Have an amazing life, death, and afterlife. Bye bye.